That you get to learn another language besides the one you already know, because you get to have people be able to know another language that might be helpful. Well, I wanted to be an author when I grow up, so I could do like 2 languages in one book.
When I was looking at the magnet school, I honestly didn't even know that there was a bilingual program available. When they started to talk to me about it, it seemed like the opportunity was just such an awesome opportunity that I didn't want to have my children miss out on it. The ability for them to learn Spanish in that environment at such a young age, being fully immersed in it, it's an opportunity that I didn't want to let slip by, and it's been amazing. I had 3 children. 2 children have already gone through the program. I have a daughter who's currently in the 4th grade. And the amount of Spanish that they learn without even realizing that they learn it is amazing. They can sit and listen to an entire Spanish conversation and know everything that's being said. Meanwhile, I'm completely clueless, but they know 100% of what's being said. And that's just from repetitive, hearing the same things over, from starting at the age of 5 and going right through 5th grade. When I heard that they were going to have math homework in Spanish, for instance, I mean, I have a hard enough time helping them with math homework in English. So, and there were occasions that math sheets would come home in Spanish and I would be completely clueless. But I mean, it definitely wasn't anything that couldn't be overcome. I mean, between myself and my husband, we could Google some of the words in Spanish and try to piece it together. So it was nothing that couldn't be overcome. Any fears that I had about that were really for no reason at all.
I like about the Puentes program that you get to speak more than one language and you get to do things, in both, like say in math, you don't do it in just English. You learn how to do it in Spanish, and also you can make friends that speak different languages.
I like how sometimes you can speak with different people that you may not know how they speak. And when I came into this school, I didn't know any Spanish, so sometimes there's like some people in my class that speak Spanish and they didn't know any English, and I wasn't friends with them, but now I'm like really good friends with them.
When I first came to the school, I was like, when everything started, I was like, what? What's that? Who are you? But then I started to speak English because my first language is Spanish. I come from Colombia, so then I knew Spanish and I didn't know English. So then I keep learning.
Like if someone's stuck on a problem, I can help them understand it more by reading it to them more carefully, because sometimes they might not know what a word means. And sometimes my friends can help me because sometimes I don't know what the instructions say in Spanish.
And for me, since I came from India, first I knew Marathi, which is my mother tongue language, and I knew English, but it was probably improper grammar and all. So, I was probably thinking, how am I supposed to learn another language when I don't even know this one really good? And, I was like, but then I started to learn and got things better.
Well, it's important because like you can go to different places, and if they speak a language and you don't know it, but since you know like other languages and it's like similar maybe, then maybe you can talk with them and stuff.
Well, I want to become a Puentes teacher too when I grow up, and it's good for me to be in a Puentes program when I want to be. And it's just like fun to learn Spanish. It's like more of a challenge.
I think probably Spanish can help me because if I do go anywhere, then Spanish is like probably one of the other most spoken languages in the world. So I can probably translate or know what other people say, and it can also maybe help me get a head start in any other programs that I start maybe for Spanish.
I was born and raised in Argentina. So for me, my daughter, I have a 5th grader in the Puentes program and a kindergarten. She came in 3rd grade at the school. We tried the local district, and one thing, I did all the Spanish at home. Whenever she had an English lesson, we will do it in Spanish. We're a bilingual household. My husband speaks English, I speak Spanish to my children. She was losing that part. She was not really embraced by being bicultural. She didn't want to talk in Spanish to me, and I was like, oh, no, because that's part of who she is, half and half. So I came in and she got in 3rd grade to the Puentes program, which is not common. And the benefits of it is she's proud of who she is. She's able to read, write in both languages. Her vocabulary is double. Math comes very easy because it's something that they can put together in English or Spanish. Number 4 is 4. So those will be benefits when she does the SATs. And I love that she can, switch back and forth. She's proud of who she is. It's very nice here. All the teachers are very welcoming. The Aruba team, she talks to everybody in Spanish that speaks Spanish. So I'm really proud of her. It's really nice to see also how they help each other. He knows both. So they're really truly bilingual, so they can help both of the children out in that community of working together. I think that the students are the bridges in between 2 cultures and how they help each other and how they learn about different cultures. They're different. There are many students from families from many South American countries, and all the cultures are not the same, and it's very nice how they all have a special day and they learn about each other's cultures. And I think that creates unity and an understanding for multiculturalism and diversity. And those skills will be really very important for any job placement. To be honest, it's much easier when you have 2 languages, and even though you may not know the language, you're willing to, let me go get a translator, or let me find a dictionary and try to work with you, because you have that understanding that, being different is just that, it's being different. It doesn't make a person, bigger or smaller. I'm sorry, I'm going to give you my example. I went to a bilingual school back in Argentina, Italian, Spanish. So kind of like it came really easy, games was normal. So for me, picking up English, that was my 3rd language, came really easy. And I do see that with children that are in the Puentes program, that they do the after school world language, and they pick up so quickly. So the understanding when you have a 2nd language or you're introduced to another language, the possibility of having other languages, it just comes easier. From parents that, their household is not bilingual or Spanish, I have received many phone calls from parents, hey, can you help me with a math problem? No problem. So it's like you work together, The teachers are very understanding. If they didn't understand the problem, let's figure out how to do it, So I don't think that that's a problem, that's a barrier. On the other hand, I think that embraces communication. The younger a child is exposed to another language and is able to pick up that language, reading, writing, the quicker it'll be and easier for them to continue in high school and college. And it's something that they will be able to keep as they grow. It's very hard for college students to learn another language. It's not impossible, but the younger they are exposed, the better.